Alrighty, so just real quick showing the setup here at the church. We start off with Pro Presenter, an iMac 27-inch running Pro Presenter, and an older 21-inch iMac that we're using for multi-track recording and virtual sound check. And lastly, we have the Waves console. Waves and Mac work as long as you're using an Intel-based Mac. So we don't have any issues. I've messed around with the M1 Macs. They're great computers, but they will not communicate great with the Waves SoundGrid network. I've experienced dropouts, so I don't use it anymore, but we do use the Intel and it works just fine. So this is the current setup I'm running for my main vocal track. I am using, first thing I'm using is a PSE. This is great to kind of help you balance your levels with floor wedges and just stage volume in general. This will help contain it a little bit. It's very easy to overdo it. I think this is okay for us just to contain a little bit of the stage noise. Then immediately following the PSE, we go to the NLS channel. And currently I'm using the Neve, which is a Neve emulation. This would be, this is my setup of choice for now. I really like the sound of this preamp. Sounds great on the vocals. So this is what I'm using for vocals for now. One of the great things about the Wave system is that you can change things very easily, and all different emulations will have different characteristics and different tones depending on what you're trying to accomplish. So maybe in a few months or in a few weeks I might change this, but for now I really like how this is sounding. After that we go to the famous R6, which this R6, after that we go to the famous F6 equalizer. This is by far the best EQ for live, for studio. This is just a great, simple to use EQ that you can really shape it to be whatever you need. Currently, I'm cutting the lows at 166 for this specific vocal, and then I'm just containing a little bit here at 246 and at 1,000. And this will vary depending on multiple factors. But for today, this is what I like the most. Just a little bit of air out all the way at the top for a little bit of clarity. And then just I take out everything else that I'm not using, the really high frequencies and the low frequencies, so that it can sit better in the mix. Lastly, I'm going through this RVox. This RVox, as you can see, it's not compressing a whole lot, but this is a very easy compressor that sounds natural, sounds good. I do not like to over compress things. That's not the style that I'm trying to achieve, but you can do that if you need to. And after that, my vocal group, they're all feeding into this channel here. Again, starting with a PSE. And the PSE is just overall kind of cleans everything up in general for all my vocals. And I'm probably using this a lot on a lot of channels. I feel like this really helps me clean for the silent parts. Another F6, which, like I mentioned, I use it almost on a bunch of channels. And I'm doing just a little bit, just taking away a little bit of the low frequencies, a little bit of the high frequencies. And I'm just trying to contain those middle frequencies that can sometimes be harsh, especially when you have multiple vocals sing at the same time. This helps you keep that harshness away or keep the boxiness away depending on your vocals. I'm gonna always use this to make sure that those middle frequencies aren't becoming too harsh. After that, we're going to the C4, just barely hitting the compressor at different parts, just to contain a little bit my vocals in general. And this just glues everything together to make it sound really, really nice. Lastly, this tube, this BB tube, This is great for a lot of things. I'm really liking the tone it's giving for my vocals. This is what I'm using for the end of my vocal chain.